Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings. I'm your host, Bill Miller. Today we have a comic book haul of some Bronze and Copper Age books that I got for $1 a piece from a comic book convention, a little tiny one that I've spoken about before in Scottsdale, which is a suburb near Phoenix. I think it was called the Old Man Comic Con. And all the vendors in there were really overpriced with the exception of one that had some dollar books. And everyone was kind of piled and congregated in that one area, so I had to shoulder my way through to explore some of the long boxes, and here are some of the issues that I came away with. So first we have Flash number 237. This is from 1975. The story is by Cary Bates and Denny O'Neil. The art by Irv Novak and Frank McLaughlin. The cover is by Ernie Chan, who does he's one of my favorite artists. He does some of the Savage Sword of Conan covers from the 70s, I think early 80s. There's a letter to the editor by comics historian Peter Sanderson. We have Amazing Adventures number 21 featuring War of the Worlds. This is from 1973. The writer is Don McGregor, the artist Herb Trimpe, the cover is by Herb Trimpe, and the story is The Mutant Slayers. And we also have a second copy of that one. Now some of these are certainly in well-loved condition. This one, for example, would be maybe a 4.5. Shanna the She-Devil, number 3. I collect Shanna the She-Devil, so this would be a good reading copy. It's from 1973, written by Carol Suling, and the art by Ross Andru and Vince Colletta, the cover by John Buscema and Joe Sinnott. If you see, for example, this one has a crease, color breaking crease, on the edge, all the way from the top, nearly all the way to the bottom. We have Amazing Adventures number 18, featuring War of the Worlds. I've shown this one before, not this specific issue, but this specific issue. Anyways, this is from 1973. It's the first appearance of Killraven. This is written by Roy Thomas, Neil Adams, and Jerry Conway, and the art is by Neil Adams and Howard Chaykin, with the cover done by John Romita Sr. We have Dazzler number 4. Can't you just hear the Bee Gees when you look at these covers? It's from 1981. The story is Here Nightmares Abide, and it's written by Tom DeFalco. The art is by Frank Springer, as is the cover. Invaders number 4, another series I collect. From 1976, the story is part 2 of You Man Must Be Stopped, written by Roy Thomas, with art by Frank Robbins and Vince Colletta, and the cover by Jack Kirby and Frank Giacoia. And a shout out to Metarog. This is a Marvel value stamp issue. Another series I collect, Spider-Woman. This one, number 22. It's from 1980. Written by Michael Fleischer, and the art's by Frank Springer and Mike Esposito, with the cover by Marie Severin and Mike Esposito. And I believe that's Pennywise, but don't quote me on that. Defenders, I collect this title as well. This one's number 39, from 1976. Written by Steve Gerber, art by Sal Buscema and Klaus Janson, and the cover by Ed Hannigan. Steve Gerber is a great writer. He did Howard the Duck. I think he did Man-Thing as well. And with this issue, the 30-cent price variant begins. Another title I collect, The Invaders. This one, issue number 10. It's in pretty good condition. From 1976, the story is The Wrath of the Reaper, Tate 728. Writer Roy Thomas, artist Frank Robbins, and the cover is by Frank Wilson and Frank Giacoia. We have Spider-Woman number 25. Beautiful cover. Beautiful white cover and great shape. This is from 1980. It's a Jim Mooney cover. The story is by Michael Fleischer and the art Steve Lealoha. Is it Lealoha or is it Lealoha? I think it's Lealoha. And the story is to free a felon. And these covers are always beautiful. They get me every time. Weird War Tales. This one's number 53. From 1977. Jim Aparo cover. The writers are Jack C. Harris, Paul Kupperberg, and Jack Olick. The artists are Juan Ortiz, Jeff Acklin, and Ernie Chan. Again, Ernie Chan. Probably one of my favorites. I'd say next to maybe, I don't know, Bill Sienkiewicz. Weird War Tales number 52 from 1977. Beautiful skull cover by Joe Kubert. The writers are Robert Conagher, Jack C. Harris, and Jack Olick, and the artists are Frank Redondo, Marshall Rogers, and Tenny Henson. A little bit newer, Thor number 358 from 1985. This features the death of Megatack, and it's a Walt Simonson story in cover. And of course I got it because it features Beta Ray Me. And lastly, we have Tales to Astonish number 9, starring the Submariner. This is from the second series, 1980. There were 14 issues in this series. And these are Submariner reprints. This particular one reprints number 9. The writer is Roy Thomas. The artists, Marie Severin and Dan Adkins, with a Marie Severin cover. So those are the books that we have for this haul. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already done so, I would encourage you to watch my other videos. I would also encourage you to subscribe. That way you can be kept abreast of new videos as I release them. Thumbs up and comments are always appreciated. And until next time, we're taking over the world one comic book at a time.